Hey there, it's Wake Angel 2001 getting some in front of the camera time for my post Comic Con reviews. Well, this isn't a review. This is gonna be a build video. People like build videos, right? These are fun. This is Try Burning Gundam. It's one of the SD line, so it's basically a super deformed version of the Burning Gundam. Now I'm not 100% sure, but the only Burning Gundam I'm familiar with is the one from G Gundam. It was Domon Kashu's second Gundam, the one that was specifically made for the final championship, because like they used the Shining Gundam for most of the series, and then Burning Gundam was the one from the later part. And you know, I just had to get that because G Gundam, if you were to rank all of the Gundam series that were ever made, from totally dark, serious war story to absolute bonkers, silly crap, then G Gundam is like pretty close to the end. I think maybe the actual cartoon series based off of SD Gundam, which was imported as Superior Defender, I think that might have tilted the scale just a little bit more towards the silliness side, but Jeebus was G Gundam just crazy. So let's go ahead and build it on camera, and I'll talk about G Gundam while I do so. Okay, so we're gonna open the box. Once you take the shrink wrap off, there's no tape or anything holding it closed. And inside we get the instruction sheets. All the wording is in Japanese apparently, but but it doesn't seem that there's a lot of words involved anyway. It's all pictures, so that's something I don't have to worry about. And then we have baggie number 1. This seems to have mostly the joints and the head crest. And baggie number 2, which has literally everything else. Looks like there is some sticker decaling that's going to need to be going on. And that's very clearly the Chibi Gundam's face right there. So the first thing to do is to get the sprues out of the baggies. And then I will use the instruction sheet in front of me to, you know, let me know which parts to take off first and assemble. So let me just, I'm going to try and make sure that everything is framed properly once I get this out. Ah, crap. Now, the first one was able to open like a potato chip bag, but this one's made out of a completely different kind of plastic. It's harder to tear. Okay, so we got everything out of the baggies. So we have, I mean, this only has one part on it, but I'm still going to call it one sprue. The joints are made out of a softer plastic because they need to have friction but not be brittle. So that's the soft sprue. Then we got the red sprue. And we got the white sprue. Wow, there's only 4 sprues for this. And one of the sprues only has one part. And then, of course, the sticker sheet. Alright, so I'm going to feng shui the staging area so that my hands and the part I'm working on are visible in the center of the shot. And then we are going to get to building. Okay, so hopefully I got everything lined up properly. I had to keep the camera at an angle and it's hard to see the LCD screen. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so step 1 is to get from sprue C, part number 1, which is this thing. Very clearly labeled. So using the X-Acto knife to cut. I know someone in the comments is probably going to be saying that I should be using clippers. I do not own clippers. I have an X-Acto knife. And besides, this particular model kit seems to be designed specifically so that younger kids can build it. So I'm just shaving some extra plastic off. All right, so part 1 actually involves getting some stickers on there. Sticker 15 and sticker 1. So sticker 1 is the eyes, and this is what I brought my toothpicks for. To make sure that these stickers are applied smooth and straight. So, okay, these stickers are somewhat foily. Alright, so that goes like that. Okay. I'm trying to make sure it's lined up in the camera and also focus on it, which is rather difficult. Alright, so G Gundam. That was alright, so G Gundam was a pretty hilarious series. I remember it from its Toonami run. Essentially, G Gundam, which came out during the anime boom of the late 90s and early 2000s, was sticker 15. What's sticker 15? Oh, there it is. It's the forehead jewel. Essentially, the premise was that world peace had been established and no actual war had been fought on Earth for quite some time. As a proxy for war, every 4 years or so, the nations, which were all running space colonies that orbited the Earth, would hold a tournament between giant robots called Gundams. And the Gundams were controlled by not soldiers, but people who could fight. The mobile tray system actually like wrapped their bodies up in some kind of suit, like a rubber suit, so that the robot would imitate their movements. So your piloting skills don't matter so much as your fighting skills do. Yes, that was a thing, and every nation had a fighter to represent them. And G Gundam is one of those series that lets you remember that Japan is inhabited by the Japanese. By which I mean 99% of the population of Japan is native born. There are very few foreigners and immigrants that live in Japan. And as such, they tend not to be very culturally sensitive of other people, and there's no real cultural taboos against playing up stereotypes, because holy cow, are all the international Gundam fighters just a collection of incredibly basic stereotypes. The Chinese fighter was a young Shaolin monk who piloted a Gundam that was very similar to Shenron from the Gundam Wing series, which isn't so bad. Of course, China's more than just Shaolin monks. Then they had the robot representing the UK was basically a giant Gundam version of one of the palace guards with the tall hat. The Russian Gundam was this big, gigantic, solidly built beefcake of a machine, which kind of like Drago from Rocky IV, piloted by a space pirate, no less. I don't know how much Russia is associated with space piracy, but whatever. Yeah, and there was a Gondola Gundam from India, which was basically... Wait, no, not India, Nepal, which is a giant bell. The Indian Gundam was a giant snake, like a snake charmer. And its pilot was literally a snake charmer who rode a giant trained snake. That was... wow. Then there was the German Gundam, which kind of looked like a stormtrooper. The French Gundam, which kind of looked like Napoleon, and shot rose bits out of its cape. Oh, all of the stereotypes. I actually got into some discussion threads about G Gundam and about how blatantly racist that show was. To which I reply, the Japanese don't really think about that as much as we do. That's like G Gundam is totally a series that would absolutely clash with PC culture. Okay, and I guess we put the head aside and we get some more parts. So the series is basically a tournament series. Don't want to rise on Earth, and the rules are that you have to destroy your enemy Gundam's head section. If the head is destroyed,
they're discontinued from they're disqualified from participation. But you know, any other damage to the Gundam doesn't count. You have to destroy their head. Oh wow, this thing has a bunch of stickers to apply. So yeah, like Domon's thing was a shining finger. Basically, the hand of his Gundam would fill up with energy, and then he would crush the head with that charged up hand. The cockpit section is down the chest section, so it's not like destroying the head is gonna hurt the pilot unless there's a catastrophic accident, like what happened with Neo Egypt's Gundam pilot. And yes, after dying, he was mummified and came back to life as an undead mummy. So yeah, they had undead mummy Gundams in this series too. What is this? I'm looking for sticker number 4. What's sticker number 4? Ah, here it is. It's a yellow one. So yeah, the series G Gundam was just kind of completely nuts. I'm completely serious in that it's not like any of the other Gundam series I ever watched. And I watched a fair portion of Gundam series. I think I've seen most of them. I think the most recent were Iron-Blooded Orphans and Gundam Unicorn, which completed their runs on Toonami not too long ago. Put Iron-Blooded Orphans up against G Gundam, and you're gonna wonder what if somebody was smoking something, or if one person even knew what the concept of the show actually was supposed to be. Yeah. But yeah, the one thing that you could get is that they got the aesthetics of what Gundams actually look like, right? Like all the Gundams seem to have that same thing where they have a face that looks very much like samurai armor. And of course, the tournament part was most of the series, but then right up at the end they had to give a final boss. And that was the Dark Gundam. The Dark Gundam had been a menace this entire time. It was using Dark Gundam cells to basically assimilate people and turn them into Borg-like slaves. And Domon was fighting against this thing the whole time, and it seemed to be Neo Hong Kong's attempt to take over the world and all that. But then after Domon won the competition and won Neo Japan the right to rule the nation, to rule the Earth sphere for the next 4 years, that's when it turned out that the real bad guy of the series were the people in charge of Neo Japan, because as soon as they gained leadership, they tried to end the Gundam fight and say that they're just gonna keep on ruling. Of course, that meant the bringing back the era of world wars. And of course, the first thing that happened was that Neo America launched their ultimate weapon, the Liberty Cannon, which was a giant laser fired out of the torch of the Statue of Liberty, because of course Neo America would have a weapon like that. And of course it didn't work because the Tokyo colony had been powered up by Dark Gundam cells, and they had to. And the only way to save the world was for Domon to declare his love for Rain, the girl that had been his companion for the length of the series, and and everything was really, really silly. I guess I'm kind of burying the lead. I mentioned Neo America's Liberty Cannon. I think one of the craziest Gundam fighters had to be Chibity Crockett. He's the one that most sticks in my memory because he represented America. He was America's Gundam fighter. Basically, he was the man who had lived the American dream, which means he was from humble origins. He was born on Earth, and because the American dream is for a man who is of humble origins to, by his own merit, because of his immense skills, he was recognized by the government and got to become the representative Gundam fighter and moved up to live in the colony where he had wealth, fame, fortune, love, and he was a boxer. Yeah, that was his fighting style, was that he was a boxer. And he, I don't know, his name was Chibity Crockett, man. Basically Chibity Crockett's story is a Rocky Balboa story, man, of common origins, blah blah blah. Of course, like, I think of all the ethnic stereotypes, they really lumped everything together into Chibity, because his Gundam normally looked like a football player. With giant shoulder pads. God, I butchered the placement of that sticker. It's not straight at all, but it's too late to peel it off now without ripping it. Ooh, time. This apparently gets some joints. What is that? PCC? I don't know what that is. Is that from here? Yes, it is. These things, okay. Wait, how the heck do these things go on? Oh, I get it. Ah, these are the shoulder bits. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so, his Gundam looked like a football player at first, but then in the middle of the fight, the shoulder pads would launch off of his shoulders and reattach to the fist, turning into giant boxing gloves. So he basically had a football player robot that turned into a boxing robot. Like, come on guys, pick a theme. And yes, it was indeed armed with 6-shooters as well, now that I remember. It had revolvers. So it was a cowboy football player boxer robot. Like, that was a silly show. Yeah, so the funny thing about G Gundam was they would, like, it turned out that you gotta have a team of 5 heroic characters in a Gundam series. Oh, I get it. It's like a butterfly joint. Like this is normal, but then they could also come forward to allow the arms to come a little bit more forward. That's a nice little trick. Oh wow. Oh, I noticed the battery in my camera's getting low. Let me go get the wire to plug it in. We are back. I had to get the I had to get the extension cord out. Okay, so where was I with my retelling of the G Gundam TV series and my experience with it? I believe... Oh yeah, I was talking about the Shuffle Alliance. So yeah, the main characters of the show were the pilots for the Gundams of Neo Russia, Neo France, Neo America, Neo China, and Domon Kashu, the main character, who is from Neo Japan. Basically, they were the inheritors of the Shuffle Crests, which were based off of the suits of poker. There was Domon had the King of Hearts, and then there was the Joker, the Queen, the Jack and 10. I don't remember which colors were the suits because I literally have not seen this show in, wow, it's bordering on decades. Wow, this is applied in a very tiny spot. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, like the people with Shuffle Crests had the ability to dispel the effects of the Dark Gundam cells. So of course it was this ability that gave them the ability to fight off the Dark Gundam and save the world at the end of the day. But yeah, like that was that was largely incidental. It came up every now and then. It was part of the big season finale and all that. But really, this whole thing was about the crazy Gundam designs. There was also Domon's brother, who was both trapped in the core of the Dark Gundam, and a robot clone of him, which had disguised itself as Neo Germany's Gundam pilot. Neo Germany's pilot Gundam was actually really cool looking with the double swords. It was very ninja-like. Yeah. So... I'm sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on the sticker. So when I concentrate on sticker application, my narration goes down. Not that my narration was very good in the first place. Besides, like, I'm just doing off the cuff stream of consciousness with the commentary here. No, I have no script. I haven't rehearsed this. I'm just talking about G Gundam from what I remember. And this is all counting on the fact that this is actually the Burning Gundam from that series. For all I know, this is a Burning Gundam from a completely different Gundam series that never left Japan, and I'm talking out of my ass for this entire time. But yeah, why don't I go over all the crazy Gundam designs that I remember? I believe Neo Sweden, their pilot was Allenby, another important character, especially in the tournament arc. Her Gundam looked like a schoolgirl in a Sailor Fuku. Now, why Neo Sweden would have a Gundam that looks like a Japanese schoolgirl is completely beyond my reasoning ability. But it actually specifically reminded me of Sailor Venus from the Sailor Moon franchise with the way its hair went. Oh man, how does this apply? Okay, this goes this way. Yeesh. Why didn't they just make this out of white plastic? I guess, you know, Burning Gundam is primarily red, I guess. I have... Oh, wow. Oh, wow, this is... Oh, wow. How the heck do I even... Yikes. Does this... Oh, crap. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Ow. Okay, okay. Making progress. Okay, and then you... This is why the stickers are foily, so that they'll bend and fold into the crevices. Oh. 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 I think I got it. That looks right. Right? Oh, wow. I'm pretty sure I messed at least a little bit of it up, but I think we can manage that. I'm not used to applying stickers. I had no idea that the stickers would apply in such weird places on this kit. I'm not, like, I'm used to applying stickers and, like, it's for facial decals or something on the chest. I'm not used to having to tuck them into the belt seam like that. Like, I'm basically applying a sticker belt here. Yeah, I guess there's just enough overlap in the stickers that it'll cover the part that I marred. Perfect. But they were counting on it to get a little bit marred at the edge. So I put just a little bit of overlap between these two stickers. So the one you apply second could cover up any flaws in the one you applied first. Oh boy. Uh-huh. Yeah. At least that's what I hope. Alright, that looks okay-ish, right? I did a decent job. I'm not a complete screw-up. So, let's see, what were some of the other crazy ones? Allenby's Gundam was the Sailor Scout. Then there was a Mermaid Gundam that could turn into a more fish-like form. I think Neo Spain's was literally a big bullhead looking very much like something out of Gurren Lagann. Because, like, it was a bull's head with, like, with like a Gundam head on top of it, and its pilot was a matador. It was just outright silly. I remember Neo Italy's Gundam. I believe it was piloted by an actual mob boss. Yeah, like Italy put a mob boss in charge of their Gundam because he was a strong fighter. All they cared about was that he was a strong fighter, despite any of his moral shortcomings. Neo Italy relied on organized crime. like wow. I mean, what next? Was like Neo Saudi Arabia like a big flame-throwing robot that like ran on crude oil or something? Like, if you're gonna be playing up all the ethnic stereotypes, like I'm not even sure if I'm okay with that. And like that's me saying that, man. That's me saying that. Okay, specifically calling for PCB. A8. Let's see. I believe one of the Gundams from the show was a gondola. Like, it was almost like a boat centaur. It was a Gondola Gundam. Like, it had the upper half of a robot, and the lower half was a giant gondola. Then there was I think it was Neo Holland. They had a windmill. Their Gundam was literally a windmill. A10. Where's A10? Oh, here it is. A10. There are parts on this that in more intricate model kits this would like be 2 or 3 pieces, but here it's all one piece. And I believe, oh, there's a sticker that has to be applied here. Sticker number 22. So, yeah, like some I think maybe they should have done a little bit more research on foreign cultures rather than just glomming on to the first obvious thing you would see on a postcard. Like what did they do? I believe Google was a thing back then, so they probably just Google searched postcards from these various countries and like, okay, let's see, Spain has matadors, so bulls. Egypt, they have pyramids, oh, we got a mummy Gundam for that. India, we got the snake charmer. I don't know, Sweden was one of the few countries that we used to trade in back before the old Imperial Army days. So let's give them like a Sailor Scout so that they can be semi-Japanese. America, like you know, there are cowboys and football and boxers and can we fit a cheeseburger in there? No, okay, well, guess we'll just stick with that. France, it's all about it's all about chivalry, right? Got kind of a Napoleon thing going on, romantic. It's pretty, has a cape, like kind of like a Three Musketeer looking thing. Yeah, let's do that. Wearing a Napoleon hat, of course. Okay, is this actually supposed to go all the way down? I don't think it is, because it's bigger than the hole. Alright, because I feel like it feels like it's crooked, but that's literally as far as it goes, so I guess it's meant to do that. This is the arm. Okay. I don't know why I just now realized that. Because the very next panel has the hands. Ooh! This is where you get some options in! Okay, this is the right arm. So let's put PCF in place. Since it's the right arm, I'm going to go with the open hand. because the open hand is erupting burning finger, and he primarily did that with his right hand, and then the left hand he only did it once when his right hand was destroyed by the Chinese Gundam. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. That's actually a really free ball joint. That's a lot of wrist movement there. And you got an elbow joint that goes full 90. Alright, so what does this thing go to? Next is the shoulder pad, which is Sprue C Part 4. Looks like there's 2 4s. They must be identical across one or the other. Okay, this is excessively red, so to add more color, there's going to be stickers. Okay, the stickers are already applied in the pictures. I'll put them on first. Sticker 17, sticker 8. I mean, I really don't have much more to say about G Gundam. I mean, it was just a bonkers Gundam series. Of all the craziness of Gundam, that had to be like a Gundam series that was played more or less for laughs, like a much lighter Gundam. Cause like if you watch Gundam, you know that there's always all kinds of nasty things. There's like daddy issues and new types. And like half of the people in the world died from some war, and there's all kinds of propaganda and Nazi allegory, and they make commentary on eugenics programs or exploitation. I mean, didn't they act? I mean, wasn't the whole big theme of Iron-Blooded Orphans basically about child soldiers? Like, that's messed up. Like, really messed up. What even is this? I'm looking for sticker 8. What's sticker 8? Oh, these things. Oh wow. Yeah, like I don't know about you, but when I think of what a Gundam looks like, I think of a Gundam as a white robot, and then all colors are applied to that white, unless it's like a Gundam variant, but you know, like Domon's Gundam was supposed to be based off of the original Gundam, which was white, so you think it's white, and then you apply colors, but here, the part is red, and you're putting a white sticker on. That just feels unnatural. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Oh, there's seams. Oh, why did they do this? Why didn't they just make this part white? I guess there is... The part is more than 50% red, so I guess they went with the path of least resistance, but... Oh, I hate this. I would rather have put a red sticker around the border than have to try and get a white sticker in the middle. Oh, why'd they do this? Why'd they do this to me? Oh, I'm gonna have to do it again on the other side. Oh, no. Oh, wow, my Palpatine voice really is murder on my throat. So yeah, I mean, I guess there was some child soldiers in this series too, because I'm pretty sure Domon himself was like 18, if that, and China's pilot was like not even finished with puberty yet. He even had a little schoolgirl crush. Okay, and this is one of the arms. Yay, we have an arm. Okay, like, looks like they want the big combining sequence to be at the end, so we'll save that for the time. Alright, so we're moving on. Step 4 is, of course, making the other arm. So let's do that with minimal commentary. Gee, I guess, I'm really, worn out on everything to say for Gundam... For G Gundam. Well, Although I guess Gundam is just it's the quintessential giant robot anime, right? I mean, if you think Japanese giant robot anime, the first two things that are going to come to your mind are Gundam and Macross. And Macross is a little bit more niche. I remember it was first brought here as Robotech. Yeah, that's right. I'm actually old enough to remember the original Robotech when they first brought it over, which was a combination of 3 series, one of which was Macross. I wondered why the why the art style changed between seasons, because I was just a kid and I didn't really know all the deep lore. Then again, there was really no internet back then, so there was really no way to find out the deep lore unless you knew a guy. And I did not know guys, because I was just a kid. And a socially awkward kid at that. I mean, after all, I was in the anime. Insert before it was cool reference here. But yeah, they built an actual life-size statue of the Gundam. In Ready Player One, a Gundam. Like, we hit peak Japanese when they had, in Ready Player One, a Gundam battling Mecha Godzilla, which might actually have been the most awesome 2 minutes of footage that I've ever seen on anything in the history of ever. And of course, the Iron Giant got into that mix-up too, which, you know, I'm a big fan of the Iron Giant. Everyone is. But wow, like that is like, if only they could have found a way to mix Optimus Prime in there, that might have been the awesomest giant robot fight that ever was committed to celluloid. What was that actually shot on film or celluloid, or was it all digital? I don't know. But yeah, like, Death Battle had Optimus Prime versus the original Gundam, piloted by the first kid from that series, whose name I can't remember right now. Optimus won the fight, of course, because, you know, he's Optimus Prime. I mean, sure, he may be some kid who's bordering on the next phase of human evolution, piloting the most advanced mecha that people who live a century after space colonization were able to build. But, you know, Optimus Prime is, he has at least 4 million years of combat experience. So, you know, he's kind of better than you. Not to mention the fact that you have adopted the moniker of a giant robot, but he is a giant robot. It'll kind of be like trying to outrace a cheetah or outswim a dolphin, you know? Like, you can learn all the techniques you want, but there's just something about someone who has an inherent, and for want of a better term, biological proficiency, like someone who was born into it. You adopted the ways of the giant robot, but I was born into it. My Bane is terrible. I think you have to cup your hands over your mouth to make the synthesized voice sound, but I'm using my hands right now to apply a sticker to a shoulder pad, so I won't be doing that. Yeah. And you know what? As of right now, they're building up to a rematch between Sonic and Mario for Death Battle. The Sonic versus Mario Death Battle is one of my favorites. Came out a narrow win for Sonic the first time. I mean, Metal Mario was actually able to withstand Super Sonic's attacks, so I mean, that's not how it really works out in Smash Brothers game, but whatever. But yeah, like you know, you have Sonic the Hedgehog and Mario video games. Arguably, video games' two biggest icons. Well, Mario is the biggest video game icon. Arguably, Sonic is a second, but I say it's pretty close. I say Sonic is pretty well known as far as video games are. I mean, the packaging of the Sonic toys always says celebrating the most iconic video game character of all time. And yes, I used the fist for this one, but it's not really so much a fist as this is a holding hand. But I don't see any handheld weapons, so I don't know. We'll get to that later. Alright, now, the only things left now are the legs, so let's get to that. What is that part? A3. What's A3? Ah, here it is. Oh, yeah, like, I can imagine, yeah, I seen, this will be like 6 or 7 parts on a bigger Gundam kit. And there's a sticker to apply. There's 2 stickers. Sticker 13. Okay. Okay, that goes there. Is that good? Is that straight? I don't know. I think maybe. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. I think I got it. I think I got it, man. I'm not terrible at this. No, I'm good. I am a good sticker guy, right? Right? I don't imagine a lot of people will watch this video because they come to me for custom toy videos that last less than 10 minutes, but I'm just having some fun here. Yeah. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. That's so tiny. Oh, I'll never make it. Tell my wife and kids I wish I had them. Oh boy. So yeah, I mean, who do you think's gonna win the next death battle? Mario or Sonic? I mean, I know my audience might be a little bit biased. You gotta remember, I am not just a Sonic guy. Just because I'm one of the biggest OG Sonic fans in existence, I do other things. It's amazing how, even when I post videos like this, people still ask, "Do you do things other than Sonic?" Like, come on, man. Like, I blame my commissioners. Everybody wants their Sonic OC or a Sonic character, and not enough non-Sonic characters getting commissioned. I kid. You commission whatever you want, guys. I don't care. In fact, I gotta once I finish with the Manic and Knack the Weasel figures that I'm working on now, the next thing I'm gonna pick up is a Freakazoid. Yeah, gonna make Freakazoid, Super Teen Extraordinaire. Yeah, that's something only my wait, no, not even my Patreon supporters know yet. I haven't announced it. So yeah, you heard it here first. Freakazoid coming soon. I am so many commissions. Like, I'm really doing this again to decompress because I look at the pile of boxes. You know, ever since I last announced that the pile of boxes was going to make me burn out, that pile has almost doubled in size. It's never ending. I mean, I know I don't, it's kind of my fault because I charge so little, but you know, I'm no Jin Satome or Cheetamus or you know, like a really good customizer who can charge hundreds of dollars for his work. I mean, I don't have a 3D printer. I sculpt everything by hand. I haven't actually taken a sculpting class since I was in high school. I'm no kind of professional at this. I'm just doing what I like as a hobby, and I share it with people. So I don't charge a lot because I feel it's not really worth all that much. Now I'm just devaluing myself. I don't want to depress you guys. I love making toys for people. It's just that, you know, so many people are counting on me, you know? Like, they all want me to make their toys, their favorite characters, things that they wouldn't be able to get any other way. And if they tried to ask another toy customizer to do it, they would charge way more. So, you know, like, especially for the younger members of my audience, like, I'm really the only hope they have for getting a toy. Like Like I can imagine trying to sell this to a parent like this random dude on YouTube makes custom toys. Can you pay him to make a toy of my favorite character from the cartoon I like? And like I'm pretty sure most parents like they put on some balk from that, but then like I only charge $20, so like, you know, $20 plus I have to provide the base toy. Okay, like even if you count the base toy, a commission from me is usually going to come out to around the neighborhood of $40, even if you include the shipping. It all depends on how much the base toy costs. But you know, people like my work. I've had repeat commissioners. Heck, I'm working on repeat commissioners right now. Okay. Oh, I see. I get it. So the foot is in such a way that it can point down, but also act as a rocker. And it kind of, it frictions out of place. But you know, it's good. It's all fun. Okay, so that's a leg. I think it's supposed to be the right leg because the sticker application is on the outside of it. Yeah. Alright, so let's repeat it for the other side. Oh, goody. I get to apply another microscopic sticker. Fun. I don't know, like, I like Gundam action figure model kits. I remember during the anime boom, they were mainstream enough to be in Toys R Us. That didn't last very long, though. These kind of things, like, they look cool, but they're kind of fragile compared to other action figures. And Toys R Us likes to cater to younger audiences. Younger audiences are a little rougher on their toys, you know? You know how it goes, right? So, fragile little things that you have to take a lot of time and effort to build. Great for the collector market, not so much for the kid market. Which is why, if you want to find action figure model kits in a mainstream store today, you usually have to hit up maybe Barnes & Noble, Midtown Comics, you know, someplace that sells collectible stuff. Because these things are classified more as collectibles. And of course, they're pretty darn expensive, too. I mean, you think an action figure you have to build yourself would cost less than a pre-made action figure. Of course, these little chibi kits are much cheaper. This one in particular, I believe, was only $10. I mean, they had other kits that range anywhere from 10 to like over 100 for some of the super detailed big guys. But you know, I'm shopping on a budget, and the fact that this is a little thing, like, it's small and it's cheap. Or rather inexpensive. I don't want to say it's cheap because then people think it's a poor quality. It's not a poor quality, it's just not expensive. So that's all well and good. I like this is right in my wheelhouse. It's not too expensive. Once I build it, it won't take up too much space. It kind of reminds me of that Tenkai Knight. Yeah, Tenkai Knights. Remember that when that was a thing? Got the other leg. Now get the other foot. Yeah, it's like the big brick. The big Tenkai Knight brick. Okay. Ooh. I actually just launched that on my own finger. Okay. So yeah, like... it kind of has the proportions of a vinyl figure. Yeah, you know the Diamond Select Toys is going to be doing some Super Deformed Pacific Rim figures. They look really cool, but they're non-articulated. Like, I would actually kind of like a Gypsy Danger done in this style. And when I was at the Diamond Select panel and they were showing off all the stuff that they're going to make soon, they're actually going to be making some Sonic things. their Mini-Mates line is going to have Sonic in it come, I believe in the upcoming month. And then another wave for February, I think. When I was at the Diamond Select panel, I asked if they were going to do a vehicle set, like if they're going to do the Eggmobile or the Tornado. And they said that they didn't have any immediate plans, but if the Sonic figures that they're making sell well, then they might consider expanding the line and maybe doing vehicle sets. So I let them know that there has never actually been an official Tornado toy. Like, there's I know that there's a Papercraft. I know Lego Dimensions has a Lego Tornado for the Sonic expansion set. But, like, there's never been an actual official toy of the that Sonic action figures could go in. It's just never been a thing. Like, they could be the first. Imagine that. That would... I can guarantee it'll sell. So, if maybe a year or two down the line, you see that they make a Mini-Mates set of... a Mini-Mates set of the Tornado to put Sonic figures in, then you'll know that I made it happen, because I was the one that let them know that it would be a good idea. Yes, me, ha ha ha. Yeah, but seriously, I saw the Sonic Mini-Mates. They actually look pretty cool. It's actually nice to get highly articulated Sonic figures again. Their articulation is on par with the Jazzwares articulation. It's just that, you know, they kind of look like giant Lego minifigures because, you know, it's Mini-Mates. So, but still, like, they have Eggman, Sonic, Knuckles. I'm gonna put up a video of all the pictures that I took at the convention, which will include the pictures of the new Sonic Mini-Mates. So that'll be fun. Fun. Look at all the fun we're having. Okay, so that goes there. What's this last piece? I think this is the crotch plate. Yeah. Okay. I may as well pluck off the other two hands. I like how they use this, like, all the ball joints have softer plastic. That ensures that they won't accidentally grind themselves apart with friction. I had that Hime brain-powered robot that I built. They didn't use those kinds of softer plastic for its joints, and the thing snapped itself apart with the friction. Sticker number 24. What's 24? Here it is. So, yeah, that means that the joints will be tight enough not to be floppy, but not so tight that they will tear the figure apart. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I gotta do this? Oh, man. I think I got it. Yes! Perfect! Look at that. I did it. Got it in. I'm awesome. I'm awesome. Ow. And now, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Blue crotch. Okay, this could have been two separate pieces, you know? The crotch plate, it could have been the crotch and then the side skirts for the crotch. And then they could have just made the crotch blue and the skirts white, and we wouldn't have had to put blue stickers. Come on. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, it's in. Okay, good. I think I got that one even straighter. Alright, and sticker 23. Yes. Oh boy. Why did they do this to me? What? Sorry, I'm holding it a bit close to my chest here. I just want to make sure I'm getting this as smooth as I can. I guess that works. And then there's one more sticker. Sticker number 6. Goes up here. Yep. All right, now that we're all nice and into this, I'm gonna start talking about my controversial political opinions now. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't want to become one of those guys. Can't believe that that's how they wrote off Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh from South Park. They basically turned him into Roseanne. I mean, the whole joke about Mr. Hanky is that he's a wholesome, cute character that's literally a piece of crap. You know, that was funny. And why do I have one sticker left? Where does sticker number 20 go? Did I miss it? Yes, I did. Oh, it goes here on the outer part of this leg. Alright. Belated sticker application. Pickle Rick. Okay. Anyway, is that really a side effect of Ambien? Like, I know Ambien makes you sleepwalk, and there have been reports of people like driving and stuff under the influence, but does it actually make you go up on Twitter and just post crap? Like, I can just imagine, like, you're technically unconscious, so your unrestricted id is just taking control of your body, grabbing your smartphone, and venting its angriest feelings onto a public forum. I can imagine the next day, like you're wondering why you've been fired from your job and everybody in the world hates you. Is it? I mean, who would you blame there? Would you blame Twitter? Would you blame Ambien? Like, should there be some kind of little test you have to post to make sure that you're conscious? You know, like kind of like those "I am not a robot" confirmation captchas. Like, I am not a sleepwalker. Okay. Yep, got a good waist swivel. Alright. Inserting arms. Okay. Attaching head. And there he is. We're not done yet. There's still more. There's effects parts. That's the last 4 pieces on the red sprue. This is 10. So according to the instructions, C10 goes on the left. C9 goes on the right. Creates a ring of fire effect. We'll get the camera in a better perspective in a minute. Then oh, I get it. Alright, then this is like Hold on, first swap out the hands. Just slide that over the fist. And it gives you like a fire punch effect. Okay, so that is the building portion of this video. Let's get him on a counter. We can quickly look at the figure. I think I'll do a proper separate review because by now this video has gone on for almost an hour. I don't think some people are just gonna want to see the end. All right, so let's get him down from here. And here he is, all finished and built up. Now, I can't really do the panel lining like they did on this, and I'm pretty sure they used paint because the stickers look nothing like that. But yeah, it's not bad. Nice, cute little chibi Gundam. He has a ball-jointed head for expressive tilting, and up and down and side to side. Got a nice little butterfly joint in the shoulder, so you get some more movement. Swivel for the bicep, good 90-degree elbow, and plenty of room in the wrist so you can rotate the hand around. He has a waist swivel, of course, and ball joints down here, which actually have quite a lot of range. You can kick forward a bit, whoop, and if they pop out, they pop back in very easily. They go back a bit. Ankles, no knees, but you know, the figure's so short they probably just couldn't fit the knees on there. The punch accessory is like a big old fire cone, like whoosh, shoryuken. Erupting, doesn't really look like the erupting burning finger, and I think I'll just leave the hand on there because you gotta like slide it all around. And you can always swap out the expression-y hands, like this hand of mine glows with an awesome power. Its burning grip tells me to grasp victory. You know, that kind of thing. This hand of mine is burning red. Its loud roar tells me to grasp victory. I think that's how it went. Yeah, that was the burning finger thing. So yeah. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Not a bad little thing at all. And there's a hole down there so you can put a stand so you can have like floating. And then you can point his toes down like he's hovering in the air. Like woo. Not a bad piece of work. I mean, I can think of far worse uses of $10. Alright, so this has been the Burning Gundam SD form. Hope you liked it. This is Wake Angel 2001 signing off.